If you hood educated, I'm glad you made it. Allow me to unfold my knowledge, wisdom, and understanding from a hood brother's point of view to all of you here, there, and everywhere. Now check me out. How, right? How did Quando Rondo's brother get a hold of OTF Doodie Low's chain, pendant, and watch? How? Now, we all understand that Doodie Low was just robbed not too long ago. We also understand that Doodie Low got shot not too long ago. I dare to say that Quando Rondo's brother is the one that shot and robbed Doodie Low. I mean, because that right there would be insane for him to go and put Doodie Low's chain and watch on his Instagram and tag Doodie Low. I mean, if he is that insane, he begging to be locked up. He telling the feds and the police, hey, look, come here. I'm the guy that robbed and shot this man for his jewelry. But I don't believe that to be the case. And I have good reason to believe that that's not the case. Doodie Low was set up, backdoored by somebody that he hold close to him. A partner of his that he liked this with. A brother that he grew up with in Kankakee, Illinois. Somebody that he got real love for. Set him up. Now, I understand a lot of allegations and stuff been going on as to what's been going on with OTF Doodie Low. But let me tell y'all, I got great intel from somebody that's on the ground in Atlanta giving me the blow by blow with this whole demonstration. Now, according to what they are telling me, they are saying that Doodie Low came from out of town to go to his partner's house. This is regular programming right here. You know, he come from out of town, go to his partner house, get his thing, get his trees, you know, and get right. Because he's not from Atlanta, but his partner lives down there in Atlanta. What Doodie Low didn't know is that his partner became roommates with somebody that's a part of 4KT. Somebody that's a part of NBA Youngboy and Quando Rondo's crews, right? Now, for those of us who know, we understand that Quando Rondo, NBA Youngboy are beefing with OTF. They can't stand each other. Why? Because Quando Rondo and his partner Lil Pop had something to do with the murder of King Von, who is OTF/O Block, right? Since the murder of King Von, a lot of us don't know, but they've been trying to kill each other behind the scenes. Shootouts. Look, we gotta understand something. If OTF would fly from Chicago all the way to California to try to kill Quando Rondo, what makes us think that they won't be trying to kill Quando Rondo down there in Savannah or Atlanta, Georgia? OTF is in Atlanta. They got high-ranking members in Atlanta. And the members, the OTF members that are in Atlanta is gunslingers. They serious. They don't play no games. Once you be a killer in another state, just because you go to another state, that don't mean that your killer instincts just automatically drop and now you an angel. No. the same attitude and the killing, you know what I'm saying, that you was doing in Chicago or wherever you from, wherever you go, it's gonna be with you. So here it is, OTF is down there, and like I said, they've been warned behind the scenes. Now, nobody has got killed. Some people done got shot, but nobody has got killed until Pop. So now, once Pop got killed, you know what? Let's do this right here, because I think a lot of us, we forget about how, you know, when Pop got murdered, like how things was and how they did it. Check it out.
Details tonight in a deadly shooting near the Beverly Center. We've learned the victim is a friend of rapper Quando Rondo. The Atlanta-based performer shared this picture on Instagram today. According to the LAPD, the victim was ambushed by 3 men while getting gas on Friday. Video from the scene appears to show Quando Rondo distraught while first responders moved the body. So far, no arrests have been made.
And rapper Lil Durk has been arrested and charged with a murder-for-hire plot. The Chicago native, whose real name is Durk Banks, was arrested in Florida by the U.S. Marshals Service. The 32-year-old's arrest comes as 5 other people in Chicago were arrested in connection with the investigation. According to the complaint, Banks and his co-conspirators allegedly worked together to, quote, track, stalk, and attempt to murder a target at a Los Angeles gas station, firing at least 18 rounds into the person's vehicle, striking and killing a passenger in the car. Banks made his first court appearance this afternoon in Miami. Banks' lawyer asked for privacy after leaving court, telling ABC, quote, "We will not be commenting at this time." I want to bring in ABC News contributor and Sirius XM radio host Mike Muse and ABC News contributor and criminal defense attorney Shauna Lloyd for more on all of this. And Shauna, I want to start with you on this. The charges against these men include conspiracy to commit murder for hire and use of a machine gun in a violent crime resulting in a death. The most serious charge carries up to the death penalty if convicted. So, I mean, I know it's early, but how do you see this playing out?
You know, Alex, this is a very serious charge. Conspiracy is one of those charges that all it takes is voluntary knowledge. So as long as you had any conversation with 2 or more about something, a plan to further this plot for hire, and it resulted in a death, you are looking at those either life imprisonment and up to the death penalty. So it does not take a lot to be convicted of conspiracy charges. Now, they do have to show that he was voluntarily a part of this conspiracy, and they're going to have to show that he knew what the conspiracy, what the end goal of the conspiracy is. And so that's the burden. But conspiracy does not take as much as other charges. So this is a very serious crime.
Mike, you know, one of the things that strikes me about this is Durk has long touted himself as the voice, especially from Chicago. He's noted his connection to the trenches, but also he's had a kind of a stellar 2024, appearing on some hit TV shows and new music on the way. He just celebrated a birthday. So I'm curious. I mean, how is the music and entertainment world processing this news? I mean, that had to be a huge shock.
Yeah, it was very much a huge shock, and particularly coming off the Grammys when he had the song "All My Life" with J. Cole, which is pretty much one of his biggest singles that he's had to date, that had incredible commercial success. Lil Durk is part of what is called the drill movement in Chicago, and so every region in the United States has a different sound when it comes to hip hop. And so Lil Durk was really at the forefront of the drill music, which is controversial. It is very rooted in gang culture. I don't think any of us involved in the music industry, entertainment industry, realized that Lil Durk would actually have the capability to send out and put out a hit. This was a retaliation to another popular rapper in the drill genre of music, King Von. And so this was to enact revenge against the murder of King Von. What this goes to, though, Alex, is a larger conversation that we need to be having in America is how do we address gang culture, and then how do we address the violence that precipitates within particular urban communities. Every time we have a death or a murder such as this is when we need to be thinking about gun reform, gun legislation, and how much guns are on the streets, in particular within Chicago, which has a complicated dynamic with guns because of the bordering states that they have in terms of how the other states that surround Illinois have very loose gun restriction laws and the way that guns can flow into cities like Chicago. And so I think moments like this gives us an opportunity to address how are we going to tackle the growing issue of violence within our cities, how are we going to tackle gun violence and gun reform, and then how are we going to tackle the gang culture that exists in our major cities.
Well, and Shauna, one more here, because you mentioned conspiracy earlier. How might prosecutors be looking at this OTF group that the Durk was a part of? I mean, are we going to see some repeats of what happened in the YS, or what's happening in the YSL case?
Well, this one's going to be a little different because even when we look at the indictment, they already have text messages, which tends to lead me to the information that there may have been an informant because they got this information very quickly. Let's remember these arrests just happened, so they would have had to get these phone records. So if they have a direct source, we're going to see this move a lot more quickly. It cites text messages and phone calls where we can see the exact communications. So they have direct evidence already that's going to move this a lot more quickly than what we see in the YSL trial.
Gotcha. Okay. Mike Muse and Shauna Lloyd, thank you both.
Now, when Pop got killed in Beverly Hills, a lot of people was insinuating that, hey, look, Pop ran off on the plug. They didn't want Quando Rondo. They was aiming directly at Lil Pop. You know, it was some California stuff. You know, Lil Pop and Quando Rondo, they from the rolling 60s. They Crips. And, you know, they probably got caught up with some Bloods or some essays or something like that. And that right there killed any connection to anything from Chicago. But now we know, because of the RICO that just came down with, you know, OTF, Lil Durk, and, you know, Day Day and all those guys that's locked up for killing Lil Pop. Now we know it was a Chicago connection, right? So now OTF has been, I'm talking about, since Lil Durk done left, we got to understand that there's a change going on within OTF. And if you from that gang culture, what you will understand is this right here. Whenever the feds come and do a sweep on the gang, the ops that they had, they start smelling blood. They start applying real pressure now because they understand the gang has been weakened. So now they got opportunity. Let's go kill them off. Let's go take over their blocks. Let's do them dirty. And that's what's happening right now. So now let me get back to the story about Doodie Low being backdoored by one of his homeboys that he was like this with. They said this man right here all in Doodie Low videos and everything. Look, they saying Doodie Low came to his crib. Doodie Low don't know the other guy that's in the crib with his homeboy. He don't know who this guy is. When he get to the crib, Doodie Low do what he normally do. Hey, what's going on? Hey, look, I'm gonna be making moves and stuff like that. Let me get that thing. Homeboy, nah, I got it. Don't worry about it, brother. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna hold it. I got you. Doodie Low don't understand the play that's going down right now. He thinking like, okay, this is my partner. He got the strap. Cool, because that type of stuff happens in the hood. Like, you be like, hey, let me get the, if y'all ain't got number one strap, you be like, let me get it. Your partner like, no, I got it. Let me hold it. I'm gonna be on security all day today. And you know, you trust your boy, so you're like, all right, cool. But Doodie Low don't understand that his partner is disarming him at this time. His partner is setting him up, like, no, letting the other guy know that, see, I'm finna leave him in here. He ain't got no gun. You see, he asked for it. I got the gun. Now you can do whatever you want to do. So they in the house laughing, giggling, kicking it, probably blowing on some of that Mountain Lion Kush. The guy leaves and come back. When he come back, he drew that pistol on him. Give me everything. Now when this happened, you would think that Doodie Low homeboy would come to his defense and say, hey man, what is you doing? No, you can't do that, man. No, brother, you ain't supposed to. This my guy right here. You know, this, we like this here. No, you can't rob him. We can go rob somebody else, but not him. No. You would have think that his homeboy would have came to his defense. But guess what his homeboy did? Soon as old boy drew down on Doodie Low, homeboy started doing the race. He got up out the house, ran out of his own house, left Doodie Low in there alone with this stranger. Look, we hood educated, not lane related. If that boy was planning to, you know, rob both of them, he wouldn't have let that man run out that door. Soon as he tried to run, he'd have popped him first, bow, and then got back to Doodie Low. Because when you doing a robbery and somebody running, you don't know if they running with a gun, they running to go get a gun, you don't know what they doing. But this guy right here, they said was so comfortable that he just let old boy run out the door. And so that, come on, that lets us know this is a play going on here. He runs out the door, disarms Doodie Low in the beginning, let me get the strap, runs out the door, leave him there with this stranger. Dude, strip him. Hey, let me get all that. Give me the necklace. Give me the watch. Then popped him in the leg. The only reason I can think that Doodie Low probably ain't died that night is because his homeboy probably told them, like, look, you can rob him, but you can't kill him though. Don't kill him. I'm gonna put him on the plate for y'all though. I'm gonna put him on the plate. But just don't kill him though. You know what I'm saying? And so when he shot him, he gets up out of there. Now, Doodie Low got to call the ambulance and all this stuff by himself. This dude it ran and left him. Doodie Low, you know, he gets to the hospital and everything, go through surgery and all that. Now, you know, he's getting everything together. But Doodie Low still got love for this guy. He don't believe that this guy backdoored him. And from what I'm being told, OTF members, they never did like this guy in the first place. But it was Doodie Low homeboy, so they showed him some respect. But now let's get to how that Quando Rondo's brother get Doodie Low's jewelry. The man that robbed Doodie Low and shot him is connected with Lil Pop, Lil Tim, Quando Rondo, and Quando Rondo's brother. He a part of their clique. He a part of their gang. He with them. Doodie Low's homeboy understood that he was with them and didn't tell Doodie Low a thing. But it's all coming out now. It's all coming out now. And the cold-blooded part about this whole demonstration is this right here. When Doodie Low get the understanding about everything that's coming out, cut dude off. I ain't dealing with you. Don't call my phone, nothing. And guess what dude did after Doodie Low cut him off? He over there kicking it with them other guys right now. Cold-blooded demonstration. Somebody you grew up with would backdoor you. Listen, to all you young brothers that's a part of these gangs and these cliques and all this old type of stuff, when you get somebody that's a part of the clique and they start showing you jealousy, envy, and stuff like that, that's a dangerous person. Dangerous. And the reason why I say that is because this person right here knows your ins and outs. Not only that, you trust this person. But this person right here don't give a damn about you. And I gotta say this to Doodie Low. I know he's probably upset about the whole thing. It's probably a blow to his ego, you know what I'm saying? But Man, brother, you need to be happy that they didn't kill you. Because according to street rules, you should have died that night. Yeah. According to street rules, gang politics, you should have died that night. You were supposed to be filled with lead, all in the head, face, everything. Why? Because you would have been the ultimate get back for Lil Pop. But for some reason, like I said before, I believe that they didn't kill you because your homeboy, he ain't want to do you that dirty. But he was envious enough to backdoor you and get you robbed. But you could have died from the leg wound as well, though. But the fact that you are alive and you escaped with your life, you need to give some honors to the man upstairs. Because you know, and the whole hood know, and all the gangsters all over the world know, you were supposed to die. You were supposed to be dead. So, being that they spared your life, get from around Atlanta, bruh. Or, you know, you can go try to get your get back and stuff like that, or go click with the OTF members and y'all continue on with them guys. Do what you gonna do, but that ain't gonna lead you nowhere. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the feds is on OTF right now. They watching y'all. You know they watching y'all, and all the other OTF members know that they watching y'all. Anybody that got that OTF label on them with them big old chains and all that, the feds is watching y'all. They got a microscope on y'all right now. They looking at y'all like this here, waiting on y'all to make a mistake and do things wrong. Get out of there. You got your life. You still know how to rap. You still got producers and stuff like that. That jewelry, you can get that back. That ain't nothing, bro. That watch, iced out, you can get all that back. You can't get your life back, though, if they'd have took it. And the time that you gonna spend in the penitentiary trying to get back at them, you ain't gonna never get that time back. So the best thing you need to go on, lick your wounds, get on up out the way, get you some money, continue with your career, and leave that stuff in the past, bruh. I'm talking about you escaped death. You need to be happy right now. Now, I know some youngsters and other people, no, hey, man, we supposed to go get your get back. Man, listen. That's a trap. And you don't want to get caught up in that trap. Trying to get back and riding around with pistols and all that old type of stuff. You seen what happened to Lil Durk. This man done threw away everything. Trying to get some get back. And the cold-blooded part about that, like Lil Durk, according to reports, they saying that he trying to kill Quando Rondo. Quando Rondo ain't killed King Von. But I understand the play, you know, he trying to knock their head guy off, you know what I'm saying? Then, you know, they can go get the little guys later on. Everything that's happening to him right now because the feds done knocked the head of OTF off right now. The money, I'm talking about the water cut off. Thirsty. Hungry. They in the desert right now. But at the same time, lick your wounds, brother. The money that you got, the following that you got, they'll get you there. But don't fall into that trap, because if you fall into that trap, you can forget about it. I need all my young brothers to look, learn from Doodie Low situation. His friend, his homeboy, backdoored him. And as embarrassing as that is, I mean, like that right there will hurt somebody's feelings. If you've been backdoored by somebody that you got love for, that will hurt you. So this man is going through physical pain with his leg, and he's going through mental and emotional pain right now. But if you listen to this video, brother, like I said before, man, go get around some people that love you. All that glitz and glamour with OTF, that's dead. The head is in the feds right now. It's time for you to take a whole nother route. That right there, that boat done sunk already, and it's sinking. It's time for you to go a whole nother route, and you can do it because you got the connections. But again, to you young brothers, this is what gang banging and that street life has to offer y'all. Stuff like this. This man right here could have lost his life. And a lot of people do. Because the mass majority of backdoors, they end with somebody getting killed. This is Hood Educated, not Lame Related. Peace and love, and y'all take care of yourself out there. If I said anything that caused you to think, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. And if you're feeling generous, please make a small donation to the channel. Peace and love.